Welcome back to another episode of Can Naomi Cook? Today we're going to be making a simple stir fry. First, we're going to cut up some almost thawed pork tenderloin. Because it's still slightly frozen, it's really easy to cut with your knife. Put the pieces in a bowl to continue thawing. Now we're going to start our rice. The golden rule for white rice is 1.5 cups of water to 1 cup of rice. As the rice is cooking and the pork is thawing, we're going to prepare our vegetables. I'm going with peppers, broccoli, zucchini, mushroom, onion, and some garlic. After we've washed them thoroughly, we're going to prepare them. Broccoli has tough skin. Remember to remove that off the stem. I personally like preparing 3 different colors of peppers because it brings so much color to your dish. It's a fact that the more colorful your dish is, the more it tastes good. Now I've started heating up my wok and my big pan. I'm going to melt some butter into the wok, and once it's ready, I'm going to pour the onions in. Cook them for a little while and then add the broccoli. Use a lid to steam the broccoli in order to ensure that it's thoroughly cooked. When it's about halfway done, add in the rest of your vegetables. For seasoning, I added a little bit of salt and sesame oil. Now we're going to prepare the big pan with some sunflower oil. As you can see, our oven is very uneven and my oil pools to one side. There it goes. See, look at me struggle, man. Alright, now we're putting the pork in. I'm not the best meat cook in the world, and this is my first time cooking pork, so I just made sure that it was evenly distributed and that I kept on flipping. We're going to season it with some soy sauce, some Korean chili flakes, and lots of garlic. At this point, it was smelling really good and totally steaming up my whole kitchen. I'm keeping the vegetables warm with a lid, and once the meat is done, we're going to pour it into the vegetables. I don't know where I heard it first, but I've always heard that a good cook is a clean cook. Ta-da! It is a delicious stir fry.
Pork tenderloin stir fry. Great. Are you taking video or?
Yeah.
You are?
Mm-hmm. And there's rice. Okay, honest opinion on my stir fry.
Honest opinion, the vegetables were really well cooked, and the order in which you cooked them actually definitely made a difference. The meat was delicious. One thing though, when you mix them together, I feel like the flavors were diluted a little bit because you didn't flavor the vegetables, which is fine, but I think next time just maybe overcompensate by adding more spices to the meat, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. I felt like the meat was slightly bland after I put it in with the vegetables. When I was eating it straight out of the pan, it had a lot of flavor, but then once I mixed it with the vegetables, it definitely dulled it down a bit, so I need to change that the next time.
Yeah, other than that, the meat was cooked perfectly. It was tender, and overall, I do like more milder taste, so you could taste every single ingredient in the dish instead of having a specific spice overpower everything.
Yeah.
So
also, when we were eating in this scene that you can see right now, you were talking to me about starch, adding starch to the juices.
yeah, starch would actually solidify the sauce, so it makes more of a saucy texture instead of just watery.
Do you think that then I could add more flavor into that sauce as well for the meat?
And actually adding starch to the meat before you cook will actually tenderizes the meat as well. Other than that, it was delicious.
Thank you. My final question is, can Naomi cook?
Yes, she's a great cook. And she's my wife. I'm lucky dude.